The transfer window is Celtic's main priority now as we look to bolster our squad for the coming season. In today's video, we are going to discuss the potential defender signing we can make whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Celtic have secured a timely financial windfall after Jeremy Frimpong completed a €35 million move to Liverpool 3 years on from leaving Glasgow for Bayer Leverkusen. The Dutchman, who made his senior breakthrough at Celtic Park, has gone from strength to strength since swapping the SPFL for the Bundesliga, resulting in his switch to the Premier League this week. While Celtic can rightly claim a huge part in Frimpong's rise, questionable comments from Bayer Leverkusen's managing director Simon Rolfs have not gone unnoticed among the Hoops support. Rolfs highlighted Leverkusen's recruitment model and described Frimpong as a key example of their approach, signing young, talented players from what they see as lower leagues, developing them, and then selling them on to top European sides. He said, "Jeremy is a perfect example of the path Bayer 04 Leverkusen has successfully followed many times, bringing a young, highly talented player from a lower league, developing him into a key player to achieve our goals and thus making him attractive to top European clubs. Through this transfer, we can and will shape Leverkusen's squad of the future. Jerry was a key player in our double-winning team. He has become a fan favourite with his special style and strong performances. Now he wants to prove himself in the Premier League with Liverpool FC. We all wish him the best of luck," he concluded. Although the Bundesliga is undeniably a more competitive league than the SPFL, using league strength with club stature fails to account for Celtic's continued place on the European stage and their role in developing elite players. Frimpong's own story is a case in point. It was in Glasgow that he was given his first real opportunity in senior football, quickly establishing himself as a fan's favourite under Neil Lennon. Celtic also deserve credit for how they handled the original deal. When Frimpong left for Bayer Leverkusen in January 2021, the club made sure to include a sell-on clause. That smart move now means they'll receive a decent chunk of the $35 million Liverpool paid. While the exact number isn't confirmed, it's believed Celtic will get between 10 to 15% of the profit Leverkusen made, which adds up to several £1,000,000. Even with Rolf's dismissive comment, there's no getting away from Celtic's place in European football. The club's not just a force in Scotland, it has a proud history of developing top players like Frimpong, even without the financial power of Europe's richest leagues. Now, for the main story, as Celtic have entered the race for Peterborough United fullback Harley Mills, as Brendan Rodgers seeks reinforcements on the left side of defence ahead of next season. Sunsport report the Hoops are weighing up a move for the 19-year-old who had a breakthrough year with Posh. Mills's rise under Darren Ferguson has drawn interest from a lot of clubs, with Fulham previously considering a £1 million bid before Celtic's interest emerged. The player scored in the EFL Trophy final back in April for Peterborough in a 2-0 win over Birmingham. The left-back position is high on the priority list at Lennox Town. Kieran Tierney is set to return to Celtic Park from Arsenal, but Rodgers is keen to add competition to the squad. With Greg Taylor's contract expiring and the departure of Jeffrey Schlupp following his loan spell from Crystal Palace, the manager finds himself with limited options. Taylor, who has served as the club's first-choice left-back for much of the past 4 seasons, is expected to move on. Mills fits the profile of a player on the rise with the potential to step up. His performances last season for Peterborough caught the attention of multiple scouts, earning him a regular spot and plaudits for his composure and drive. A move to Celtic would represent a significant step in his career and offer him a platform to develop further under Rodgers' guidance and be the understudy to Kieran. In other news, Luke McCowan has lifted the lid on his early exchanges with Jota following the Portuguese winger's return to Celtic in January. The midfielder, who joined the Hoops in the second half of 2024, found himself sharing a dressing room with one of his former heroes, with a few awkward laughs to begin with. Jota, who was ruled out for the season after damaging his cruciate ligament against Dundee United in April, made his Hoops comeback after a short stint in France. Having left Celtic 2 years earlier for £25 million, his return was greeted warmly by the support and by McCowan, who once watched him from the stands. But despite his admiration, McCowan didn't hold back when it came to winding up his new teammate. His cheeky comments initially caught Jota off guard, revealing the cultural gap that sometimes exists in the Celtic squad. Still, friendships quickly formed, with Paulo Bernardo playing a key role in helping McCowan and Jota click. The midfielder believes it's a reflection of the unique environment Celtic has, a mix of nationalities bonded by football and a shared commitment to the cause. He had this to say: "He's a good character, a very lively, influential person. I think he thought I was a wee bit of a fanboy when I first came in, because I was kidding onto him that I was going to get a few Jota 7 tops off him. But no, he's been perfect. I'm good friends with Paulo Bernardo from when I first came in, and as soon as Jota came in, and Paulo was obviously close with Jota, we became friends right away. That's what this club creates, friendships through different countries, different cultures. It's a special place," McCowan concluded. With Jota now sidelined for the rest of the year, his impact at Lennox Town is likely to be off the pitch for the foreseeable future. McCowan's story highlights the influence the winger continues to have within the squad even without playing. McCowan's integration into the Celtic midfield has been almost perfect, and his comments reflect the respect and admiration he has for both his teammates and the club. From growing up watching Jota to now calling him a friend, it's a journey that many will admire. Celtic's changing room has played a big part in the team's success, with Brendan Rodgers making sure everyone feels part of the group no matter where they're from. That strong bond could help again as the team goes after more silverware. For McCowan, who used to watch from the stands, he's now fully involved, both on the pitch and in the laughs behind the scenes at Lennox Town. Lastly, Daniel Cummings will leave Celtic this summer to join West Ham United. The 19-year-old striker has passed a medical and will sign with the English club on July 1st with a training compensation fee of reportedly £250,000 agreed. Cummings has been a standout for Celtic B this season, scoring 30 goals in competitive matches against adult teams in the Lowland League. Celtic wanted to keep him, and Brendan Rodgers gave him a Champions League debut against Aston Villa to try and show he had a future at the club. Despite those efforts, Cummings had already spoken with West Ham earlier in the year. Talks began in January about either a pre-contract deal or a £500,000 move. Rodgers was reportedly furious with how the situation was handled and asked the players' team to be patient and remain loyal to Celtic. In the end, Cummings decided to move on. He won't be joining West Ham's academy as some suggested. Instead, he's been promised a place in the first-team squad under new manager Graham Potter, who is looking to build a younger team. Frank McAvenny has spoken out, criticising Celtic for letting a talented youngster slip away. The former striker believes more could have been done to keep him in Glasgow. To make matters worse for Celtic, West Ham are also interested in Matthias Kvistgaarden. The Danish striker has scored 23 goals for Brøndby this season and was a top target for Rodgers. With both Cummings gone and Kvistgaarden possibly heading to London too, it's a difficult blow for Celtic as they look to rebuild the forward line ahead of the new season. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.